T.R.E.E. started after Ruth, Anne and I met up because we were celebrating the fact that it had been 20 years since we had done the Eagleson quilt. It took us 2 years to do the quilt, 1990 to 1992. There were lots of people in Eagleson who sewed. We could see that by what was coming into the homecraft competition. Asked people if they would quite like to come and sew part of the banner, see what Eagleson meant to them. And from that we got many, I think it was something like 74 squares, and we put the quilt together from that. We had met so many people, we got to know lots and lots of people within the village, and these friendships have stuck. And so when we found each other again 20 years later, and just really out of a throwaway question, what are you doing these days? We decided that we would not do another quilt, but maybe we could do something within the community. We all thought it was quite a good idea, and from that we started to form T.R.E.E. The other big project that we have done just recently has been quite an expensive one up at the shops. We've gone for a more modern lot of planters up there. We then went on to do the bridge. There was a bridge there which was scaffolding and just a piece of metal across. It was in quite a poor state. So when we went to the council to see whether or not we could get this done, would we have permission to do it, they didn't say no, but they kind of looked at, a few ladies and thought, no, these folk will never do that. So eventually we got together with the council, and with funding from the wind farm up on Eagleson Moor, we got a design made and we got the new bridge put in. The other big one, which wasn't so much big money-wise, but has been big in the community, has been our painted bus stop. One school did the design work, and then the actual physical translating of the designs was with the art department at St Ninians. So we had a great community day there. So that's been the biggest of our projects, although we have a lot of little ongoing ones like the burn clear and planting daffodils and clearing up bits and pieces of litter and that kind of thing. The charities that we've worked with have been, we dip in and out. We don't work with like one charity. Because we were doing daffodil planting, Marie Curie, we worked with them a little bit because the Marie Curie emblem is a daffodil. There's another group in the village, knitting and stitching group, and they over the past couple of years have been knitting and crocheting a magnificent show of poppies that they have had on bushes all right down the church wall, inside the church. They've had them along the fences, and we've been out to help them, not so much with the knitting or the crocheting, but just physically in getting them up in the village, because that's about 3 days work, and getting them all back down again. I think it's bringing the community together has been a big part of us being out and about. So that's us been doing 10 years of community work within the village.